Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract success like a magnet? Opportunities follow them, solutions appear, and even challenges seem to work in their favor. Their secret is not luck. It is their attitude. A positive attitude works like a guiding light in the dark. It helps you navigate storms and naturally attracts people who are moving in the same direction. But this is not just about feeling good. It is about seeing good, expecting good, and choosing how you interpret every situation. Think about the moment you wake up each morning. What is the first thought that enters your mind? Is it dread for the day ahead, or curiosity about what might be possible? That single thought quietly sets the tone for everything that follows. Success is not something you chase. It is something you attract through the person you become. And becoming starts with belief. Belief in yourself, in your dreams, and in your potential. Having a positive attitude means looking at a mountain and seeing a chance to climb, not an obstacle to avoid. But let us be honest. Life is not always smooth. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and failures. That is unavoidable. The real question is how you respond. Will those moments define you, or will you define them? A positive attitude does not mean pretending problems do not exist. It means choosing to overpower negativity with purpose. It means focusing on what you can control instead of what you cannot. It means learning to see problems as opportunities in disguise. Some of you may be thinking your situation is different. You may feel you have tried staying positive, yet nothing changed. But here's the truth. Everything changes when you change. Life does not improve by chance. It improves by choice. Imagine your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. What are you planting each day? Seeds of doubt and fear, or seeds of hope and courage? Whatever you plant consistently will grow. Success is not a destination. It is a journey. And every journey begins with a single step, a single thought, a single decision to see the world differently and to see yourself differently. One of the fastest ways to grow is to help others succeed. When you carry a positive attitude, you become a source of energy. You lift others up, and in return, they lift you higher. A positive attitude, however, is not automatic. It is a muscle. It must be exercised daily. You strengthen it by feeding your mind with positive inputs, meaningful conversations, and experiences that expand your perspective. Think back to a time when you achieved something meaningful. Chances are, you did not get there with a negative mindset. You believed it was possible. You saw the finish line before you began. That is the real power of a positive attitude. Not blind optimism, but intelligent optimism. The kind that recognizes challenges while staying focused on solutions. The kind that sees failure not as the end, but as a stepping stone toward success. Success always leaves clues. When you study successful people, you will notice one common thread. They hold an unwavering belief in themselves and in their vision. They do not simply hope for a better future. They expect it, work for it, and actively create it. But everything begins with a decision. A decision to take control of your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. Here is a fundamental truth. You cannot always control what happens to you, but you can always control how you respond. Imagine two people facing the same obstacle. One sees a roadblock. The other sees a challenge. Who do you think is more likely to overcome it? The one filled with dread, or the one driven by determination? Your attitude works like a price tag. It reflects how valuable you believe you are. So ask yourself honestly, what price have you placed on yourself? Are you undervaluing your potential, or are you positioning yourself for success? The world does not reward you for what you know. It rewards you for what you do. And what you do is largely shaped by how you think. Your attitude shapes your actions, and your actions shape your results. Some of you may be wondering how to stay positive when everything seems to be falling apart. Here is a powerful secret. Gratitude. Gratitude is the antidote to negativity. When gratitude enters your mind, fear loses its grip and abundance begins to appear. Start each day by acknowledging a few things you are grateful for. They do not need to be big. A comfortable bed, a simple meal, or people who care about you are enough. When you focus on what you have instead of what you lack, your energy shifts. And when your energy shifts, your reality follows. Success is not only about what you accomplish. It is about who you become along the way. And who you become is shaped by your attitude. A positive attitude does more than change how you see the world. It changes what the world gives back to you. Think about the most successful people you know. They are rarely the ones who complain the most. They are the ones who look for opportunities where others see obstacles. They choose to be part of the solution, not part of the problem. There is something else to remember. A positive attitude is contagious. When you radiate positivity, you naturally attract positive people and favorable circumstances. You become a magnet for success. Others want to work with you, support you, and see you succeed. Maintaining a positive attitude in a negative world is not easy. In fact, it may be one of the hardest disciplines you ever develop. But it is also one of the most rewarding. When you learn to master your attitude, you begin to master your life. Your attitude is always a choice. It is the one thing you have complete control over. Every morning, you get to decide how you will show up. When you are grateful, you always have a choice. You can face challenges with fear, or you can face them with courage. The key is consistency. Success is not a single decision made once. It is a series of decisions made day after day, week after week, and year after year. It is built through positive habits that support your goals and your dreams. Think of your attitude as a filter. It shapes how you experience the world. When that filter is clouded with negativity, everything appears heavy and discouraging. But when it is clear and positive, you begin to notice opportunities where others only see obstacles. Some of you may feel it is hard to stay positive after repeated setbacks. That is understandable. Life can be difficult. But ask yourself this. Has negativity ever solved a problem for you? Has it ever improved your situation? A positive attitude does not mean life becomes problem-free. It means the quality of your problems improves. When you approach life with positivity, you tend to attract better circumstances, better people, and better opportunities. Success is not only about what happens around you. It is about what happens within you. It is about who you become as you pursue your goals, overcome challenges, and stretch beyond what is comfortable. That inner growth is shaped by your attitude. Your attitude determines how far you rise and how much you achieve. Take a moment to imagine the person you want to become. Picture the success you want to experience and the life you want to live. Can you see it clearly? Can you feel it? That vision is your positive attitude at work. It is the guiding light pointing you toward success. But it must be protected and strengthened daily. A vision fades if it is neglected. Success is not something you reach once and then forget about. It is a continuous journey of growth, learning, and improvement. Your attitude is the fuel that keeps you moving forward on that journey. Think about the last major setback you faced. How did you respond? Did it defeat you, or did you use it as a stepping stone? A positive attitude turns obstacles into lessons. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. What separates them is how they interpret failure. They see it as feedback, as guidance, and as an opportunity to grow. A positive attitude does not mean denying reality. It means shaping a better one. It means seeing possibilities where others see limits and believing in yourself even when support is scarce. But belief alone is not enough. It must be matched with action. A positive attitude without action leads nowhere. When positive thinking is combined with positive action, progress becomes inevitable. Your attitude works like the rudder of a ship. It may seem small, but it determines the direction you travel and where you ultimately arrive. Your attitude sets the direction of your entire journey. A small shift in how you think can lead to a massive change in where you end up. Some of you may be wondering how to stay positive when negativity surrounds you. Here is the truth. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your choices. You can choose to rise above negativity. You can choose the influences you allow into your life. You can choose to feed your mind with thoughts and ideas that empower you. What you focus on expands. When you focus on problems, problems multiply. When you focus on possibilities, opportunities begin to appear. It really is that simple. Your focus shapes your reality. A positive attitude is not only about personal success. It is about the impact you have on others. When you carry positivity, you become a light during someone else's dark moment. You become a source of encouragement, hope, and inspiration. Think about the people you admire most. They are rarely the ones who drain your energy. They are the ones who lift you up and remind you of your potential. That is the quiet power of a positive attitude. Success is never a solo journey. It is a team effort. Your attitude determines the kind of people and opportunities you attract. When you approach life with positivity, you tend to draw in positive individuals, supportive relationships, and better outcomes. But it all begins with a decision. A decision to take responsibility for your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. It is the decision to look for good in every situation, to search for lessons in every setback, and to see opportunity even in challenge. Your attitude reflects what you expect from life. If you expect the worst, you often invite it. If you expect the best, you open the door to unexpected possibilities. Some of you may still be asking what happens if you give your best effort and fail anyway. Here is something important to remember. Failure is not the worst outcome. The worst outcome is never trying. When you refuse to try, you do not just fail at a task. You fail to become the person you could have been. Success is not about avoiding failure. It is about using failure as a stepping stone. It is about having the courage to keep moving forward when things feel difficult. That courage is fueled by attitude. History shows that the most successful people faced setbacks, challenges, and disappointments. What set them apart was not an easy path, but a deliberate choice. They chose to see obstacles as opportunities, to treat failure as feedback, and to keep going no matter what. Success is never a straight line. It is a series of ups and downs, twists and turns. Your attitude is what carries you through those moments. It helps you see the bigger picture when you feel trapped in the details. Now I want you to make a commitment. Right here, right now. Commit to cultivating a positive attitude regardless of what life brings your way. Commit to seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Commit to becoming the best version of yourself each day. Because success is not something that happens to you. It happens because of you. Because of your attitude, your choices, and your actions. Remember, this is not a one-time decision. It is a daily choice. A choice you make every morning when you wake up. A choice to face challenges with courage instead of fear. A choice to focus on solutions instead of problems. Think of your attitude as the lens through which you view the world. When that lens is clouded with negativity, everything looks heavy and discouraging. But when it is clear and positive, opportunities begin to appear everywhere. Some of you may be wondering if change is still possible after years of negativity. The answer is yes. It is never too late to change your attitude. It is never too late to rewrite your story. Your past does not define your future unless you choose to live there. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today, and the most important decision is choosing a positive attitude. Change is not easy. It requires commitment, consistency, and courage. It requires questioning old beliefs, stepping outside your comfort zone, and growing into the person you were meant to become. Think about the person you want to be, the success you want to experience, and the life you want to live. All of it begins with attitude. It begins with deciding to see the world differently and to see yourself differently. A positive attitude does not mean you will never have negative thoughts. It means you choose not to stay stuck in them. You acknowledge them, learn from them, and then shift your focus forward. Success is not about luck. It is about preparation meeting opportunity. A positive attitude prepares you to recognize opportunity when it appears. The successful people you admire face the same challenges you do. The difference is not circumstances. It is attitude. They chose to see challenges as opportunities, and that choice changed everything. Opportunities for growth are everywhere when you know how to see them. Your attitude shapes your actions, and your actions shape your results. It is a simple formula, yet incredibly powerful. A positive attitude leads to positive actions, and positive actions lead to positive results. The key is consistency. Being positive once in a while is not enough. You must practice it every single day. Just like physical fitness, attitude grows stronger through daily effort, not occasional intention. Some of you may wonder what happens when things go wrong. That is when your attitude matters most. It is easy to stay positive when life is smooth. The real test appears during adversity. A positive attitude does not ignore problems. It approaches them with confidence and belief. It focuses on solutions instead of getting trapped in worry. Think about it. Has worrying ever solved anything? Has complaining ever improved a situation? A positive attitude, however, can change everything. Your attitude is contagious. When you radiate positivity, you inspire others. You become someone people want to follow. Success then becomes more than a personal achievement. It becomes a way to lift others as you rise. Remember, success is not a destination. It is a journey, and your attitude determines how meaningful that journey feels. It allows you to enjoy the process, not just the outcome. A positive attitude opens doors. It creates opportunities and attracts success because people naturally want to work with those who uplift and motivate them. But positivity is not only about feeling good. It is about doing good. It is about taking constructive action and making a positive impact. Every morning, you are given a choice. You can choose positivity or negativity. You can choose to act as a victor or a victim. With that choice comes responsibility. The responsibility to protect your attitude, nurture it, and share it with others. Success is not only about what you achieve. It is about who you become along the way. And who you become is shaped by your attitude. So choose positivity. Choose to see opportunities where others see obstacles. Choose to be part of the solution. When you radiate positivity, you become a magnet for success. Your attitude is one of your most valuable assets. Guard it carefully, nurture it daily, and share it generously. Life is shaped far more by how you respond than by what happens to you. Your reaction, your attitude, that is where your true power lies. Choose wisely. Choose positivity. Choose success. Wishing you great health, lasting happiness, and remember to subscribe to my Mindset Daily channel.